buying these two cryptos today, in my opinion, is like buying Bitcoin in 2012. I think they have 50 to 100x potential in the next 5 to 10 years. So majority of people still don't know about these two projects, but if you watch this video, you're gonna see that you are still very early. So let's start with it. So the first one, and some of you might already know, is Tau Bittensor. For me, this is my biggest conviction. I didn't see anything as powerful and as much potential as Tau Bittensor. So Tau Bittensor is a decentralized AI infrastructure that, with the power of incentives, you can basically solve any problem in the world. So Bittensor is building a network of intelligence itself. Imagine a platform where AI models, datasets, and computing power can be shared, competed upon, and improved by everyone. So what Tau does is it decentralizes the AI in a way that anyone in the world can contribute. Anyone in the world doesn't need to have a PhD to be from the best companies in the world. Anyone can solve any problem. I think this is just a start. I think Tau is as revolutionary as Bitcoin, so definitely the start. In terms of tokenomics, same like Bitcoin, 21 million Tau will ever exist, fair launch, and also we're gonna have the halving this year. So basically, it's like the internet. It will be open AI for everyone. So how does that work? So you have Subnet. So each subnet is a specific competition or marketplace within Bittensor, defining a unique problem that needs solving. So it's like a decentralized company. Then you have miners that are like the specialized workers. So individuals or teams that bring their AI models, datasets, or computing power to solve the problem. Then you have validators, are like the referees that constantly check the miners' work and determine top performers. And the winners, of course, they earn Tau. There is a percentage for subnets, miners, and validators. Only the best win Tau. So pretty good. It's the first time that you have even a consensus like this called UMA, that instead of evaluating data in hashes like Bitcoin, is the hash correct or not, with Bittensor is a bit more complex. It evaluates subjective data. So it's the first consensus protocol doing that. Within Tau, you have 128 decentralized companies. Some of them already outperforming centralized companies like Regis, AI models that compete to write the most effective and accurate software code based. You have Target for computing power, Metanova for drug discovery. You have also Subnet for trading. These are only 4. You have for weather, for medicine, everything you can think about is being created on Tau now. Subnets are super undervalued in terms of what they produce already. They should be more valuable than majority of crypto. So definitely we are early on Tau and even earlier on Subnets, which are the companies inside of Tau. Tau is the token, is the incentive, the marketplace currency, and gives you the right to participate. So this is how it works. Successful subnets tokens drive demand for Tau, benefiting everyone. The valuable subnets attract top miners because they want to earn more Tau. The best solutions, the best miners earn Tau. And this also validators stake more Tau to judge work and maintain integrity. So very powerful economic flywheel. Also a good example is Regis, which is one of my favorite subnets. If you compare with other centralized companies that had 2 billion in funding, so Regis in 2 months, more or less, it was able to compete with Anthropic in accuracy, so 72, and Regis actually got to 72. They had to spend like $500,000 with Anthropic, maybe around billions. This is only one subnet. So definitely the potential ahead for Tau, I think, doesn't mean it will reach there, but has the potential to be as big as Bitcoin. Tokenomics, fairly launched, solves big problems. It decentralizes AI. You don't want AI to be in the hands of a few corporations. You want AI to be open and everyone can contribute. So you're going to have the first halving in 25. Subnets are 128 at the moment. You're going to have thousands in the future. And you had also Grayscale doing something that they only did with a few assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. which they launched a Bittensor Trust. This is the first step before actual ETF. The fact they are doing that, Grayscale is going all in Tau. You have Barry Silbert, the founder. Basically, he has Tau in his bio on Twitter. So he's a big proponent of Tau. And I think having these big influential people behind the scenes, it's a big deal. So when you have these smart people invested in Bitcoin around 100 and something dollars, and he's saying that Tau Bittensor has the same potential to reach the market cap of Bitcoin. So definitely we are really early. So Tau is open to all, exponentially efficient, and fundamentally fair. So this is one of the projects. When you look at market cap, 3.5 billion. This could do 100x and still actually be okay. I think it's more valuable than Ethereum. I think it will reach between Ethereum and Bitcoin level in the next 5 to 10 years. I think the next two will reach easily 100 billion. Now let's look at the Tau chart. So Tau is at 368. It's been holding pretty well. One of the best performers since this large liquidation last Friday. So you have this resistance around 500. We could come again to 300. Amazing level to accumulate for long term. Chart-wise, it's in a big range. Doesn't look bad, the chart. I think with the halving coming in December and 50% less Tau in the markets to sell, I think that will create a very good supply shock for Tau, and we should be at 1,000, 1,500 in the next few months. So Tau looks really good. I don't even care as much about price now, just accumulating, because I know what they are building is unique. So chart-wise, looks very good. So this is my first one. The second one is Hyperliquid. So Hyperliquid is like a decentralized Binance, is decentralized Coinbase, but is transparent. You can see the trades, you can see what everything is happening. For example, last Friday with the liquidations, there was a lot of problems with Binance and other centralized exchanges. Hyperliquid ran smoothly, very fast, very cheap. I've been trading with Hyperliquid for a while and is definitely one of the best user experiences. So it's a high performance DEX. They have their own layer 1 self-custodial security. They don't have this with centralized exchanges. If you lose your money, or if the exchange goes bankrupt, you basically lose all your money. With Hyperliquid, they give that flexibility of having your own money. So this was posted FTX, because the founders saw that there is a need for a decentralized exchange. So they are capturing a lot of not only decentralized exchange, but also centralized ones, becoming very, very big. So it's very fast, very cheap. The team is amazing, from some of the best institutions in the world. They have their own chain, Hyper EVM, they are interoperable. And the most important thing also, tokenomics. So tokenomics fairly launched as well. 75% went to the community, 20% for core investors, 0 for VCs. And this is also one of the most important things. So Hype does an average of 100 million in revenue per month. Only after USDT and USDC is the 30th largest protocol in terms of revenue. They are making more or less, and they were launched in December, almost $1 billion a year, and they were launched just a few months ago. So with the potential this has, this will easily be making $1 billion a month in revenue. This not only will be used for trading crypto, but I also think is going to be used to trading stocks, Forex, everything. I think, like they say, it will be the house of finance. Also, they have something really good. So they have the buyback allocation. 98% of the fees goes to buy back the token. That helps not only the users, everyone. Also, they are introducing called something HIP3, the game-changing upgrade. It will allow anyone with this technology to create perpetual market. The first time this happens too. So really bullish on Hyperliquid, my second biggest conviction. I think we are really early also in decentralized exchanges, and I think they are the future. Transparent, you own your own coins. There is no KYC. So I think it's one of the best ones. Also, if you look in terms of revenue, of course, you have Tether, 600 million in the last 30 days, Circle, and then Hyperliquid. So Hyperliquid is making more money than Solana and Ethereum combined, and is only 8 months year old. So 5x actually more revenue than Solana and Ethereum, which is pretty insane. In crypto, I think making money is really important. Majority of cryptos don't make any money. They are just extracting. And I'll say Tau and Hype are one of the few projects that are actually generating good revenue. In the case of Tau, Subnets. In the case of Hype, the fees because of the trading. So if we look at the chart of Hype, still looks good. I think we could go to low 30s, even 20s. This would be an insane opportunity to accumulate Hyperliquid. I think this will be far bigger than Binance. So even if it reaches the same market cap of Binance, 10, 15x from here. But to be honest, with also the stablecoin adoption, we have a pro-government. So I think the next 5-10 years, projects like Hype and Tau will capture so much liquidity. Because I think we are transitioning from terrible projects, shitty projects, scams to high quality like Tau, Hype, Solana, Sui, Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever. Aave from Ethereum is also very good. So you have a few good projects. Near, Avax, also good ones. But majority of projects in crypto are scams. So I think we are transitioning, and I think these kind of projects will capture all the volume, and you have maybe 5-6 projects that are 100 to a trillion, and majority of crypto projects either go to zero or they stay stagnant. So I think Tau and Hype are the two best risk reward for not only this cycle, for the next 5 to 10 years. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.